What's up, Husker Nation? We got a game tonight. Let's go. We got to get a win here, okay? We're playing against an Illinois team who last year, they were a top 20 defense, top 5 defense most of the year. They had 3 DBs, I believe, taken in the draft. Most of them were starting the NFL. They have a defensive lineman, though, that did return. He was a first-round pick last year. This year, he came back because he wanted to be a top 5 pick. Now, will he be a top 5 pick? Maybe. But he's finding out it's a little bit tougher to be a defensive lineman when your lockdown corners are now in the NFL. Now, Illinois, they're not great on offense. Their quarterback is their running machine for the most part. So quarterback contain is going to be a big thing we have to do. So for our rules of engagement, we have to be physical up front on our offensive line. Illinois runs a 5-man front. So what that means is it's going to be one-on-one. Is that going to be good? I'm not sure that's going to be good. Our left-hand side is being destroyed this year. Now what's going to happen with that is we're going to have to do some things. We're going to either have to put a tight end on that side or do some chip blocking with our running back so we can stop that defensive end. Our blind side's getting destroyed this year. Now, with our running game, Fleeks, was that just a flash-in-the-pan type deal? I don't know. 74 yards against a Big Ten defense, even though it's a third string, pretty impressive. I believe Heinrich still gets the start. Sims, I think, will come in, though, because they got to eventually get Sims back in this rotation and keep him going. I know there's going to be grunts, grumbles, whatever it is about that, but Sims is a freak athlete. Pretty comparable to Heinrich, though. Him and Heinrich, I'd say, are 1A and 1B type stuff. Heinrich just hasn't done anything to lose the starting position. So, rule of engagement, got to be physical up front. Another one we're going to have to be is they don't have a big receiver threat. So, we're going to have to get a blitz on. Now, we have some defensive players. Reimer, Singleton. They're not going to be playing. Reimer's like an extreme possibility, but I doubt it's going to happen. The other one we're going to have happen, too, is Cam Linhart. We got to have this guy back as a defensive end because the guy's a freshman wrecking crew. So we need to have him there, too. Some other rules of engagement. Tristan Alvano, you got to make a kick. You're 1 of 4 this year. It's super difficult to watch, and it's all up here. It's just a mental game for the guys, so you got to make a kick. Some other rules of engagement we're going to have. Bleak Road, where you been? You should be a top 10 punter in the nation right now. And the guy from Montana that we had last year that's doing awesome, this year not so well. Our special teams, they haven't been that great. Tommy Hill, you're going to get a good kick return today. I don't know if it's going to be 20 yards, 30 yards, or take one to the house, but I really do think you're going to get a big return. So I'm super excited about that. Now, for the Matt's golden rule of the game, take care of the ball. We just can't put it on the ground. We can't throw interceptions. Hartberg, as much as people want to say about him, against Michigan, he was like 10 of 12 passing, had 200 yards passing, did really well, actually, across the middle. In the freak interception the defensive line had against us, that was a tip pass. The other tip pass he had across the middle, Washington was wide open. So Hartberg is hitting the guys. He's just trying to throw over the top, and he needs to find the holes a little bit more. So the rule of engagement is going to be, or not the rule of engagement, but the Matt's golden rule is we got to take care of the ball. Illinois, though, they turn it over. So our defense needs to be elite tonight. We got to turn this over. Is this the end-all, be-all of Husker Nation if we lose this game? It's not good. We got to have this game. Because we got Northwestern, we got Purdue, we got Michigan State coming up the next 3. We could go 4 for 4 pretty easy. Most likely, a 3-1 type scenario is what everybody's going to want. Then we finish the year out with Maryland, who has not played against a top 100 defense this year. Every team they played against, except for Michigan State, I take that back, they're like around 60 or 65. Every other team has been outside of the top 100. So Maryland might be a paper dragon, and they may be just looking a lot better than they really are. Wisconsin, not looking great. Iowa doesn't have a starting quarterback now. So in the last 7 games of the season, we'll probably be favored in a few of them, but all of them are going to be down to the wire games we can win. Now, for Nebraska versus Illinois, kickoff's at 7 o'clock tonight. What do I think is going to happen? Well, I think Nebraska comes out strong. I think they have probably 6 to 7 possessions the first half, and they're going to score on 3 of them. The over-under on this game is 44. Right now, Illinois is a 3.5-point favorite. What that means is for home field advantage, typically you get 3 points. So this is really a push. Vegas is saying it's going to be a 23-20 type game, Illinois winning. I don't see it that way. I think Nebraska is going to come out pretty strong, and they're going to come out on fire. Illinois just got the shit beat out of them by Purdue, so they're going to be pissed off as well. But Nebraska, our defense can cause some turnovers today. We're going to get some. Illinois is going to score a few points, but they're not no juggernaut on scoring points. So they'll probably get maybe 10 points. But I think Nebraska is going to come to play. I don't think they get the overs. I think it's still the unders. But I think the final score is going to be 28-10. Nebraska rolls. I think we're going to go into halftime about 21-7 or something like that. We'll score a touchdown the third quarter. Then we're just going to keep the ball away from Illinois the rest of the game. Illinois is going to get a garbage field goal at some point, maybe 21-10, so they start to feel a little bit of life in them. But just like their stadium caught fire, their program is on fire. So Nebraska 28-10, they do cover, but they don't make the overs. They're going to be the unders. I'm not no sports professional booking. I would lose a ton of money if I did that. But go Big Red. Let's get the win, and let's go 4 for 4 the next 4 weeks. We start today with Illinois.